Hello and welcome to this episode of Cosmic Terra, where I have something brand new to share with all of you. I'm really excited. As you can see from right here, this is from Patrick Valencia and Deviant Moon Incorporated. It is the newest Oracle deck from the minds of the Deviant Moon universe. This isn't just any Oracle deck though. As they've said on their socials, this is a recreation of a beautiful deck from hundreds of years ago, remastered and done with Patrick Valencia's talented art, and I'm so excited to share it with you and to add it to my collection, because you know me. If you know me, then you know Deviant Moon is my favorite tarot deck of all time, and everything that Patrick Valencia creates I just absolutely love. I've marked out, like, use a little post-it here so you can't see my address or theirs, but you know, very new, hasn't even been opened in the box yet, and that's what we're going to do today in this video. We're going to unbox it. You're going to see the illustrations at the same time I do, and I'm so excited to share this with you. So let's get right to it, shall we? There's tape right along the side here, which we should be able just to pull off. You know, it sounds easy in my head, but things come from the mail are often not that easy to get into. If they were, they wouldn't get here so safely, and that's what we really need. So getting it open is part of the fun though, right? But I won't bore you with the ripping of the box, so you'll see very much in there, right there for us, in the wonderful bubble wrap. I'm a huge fan of bubble wrap. I love popping it. Let's see if it comes out. I don't know if it will. There we go. Yes, there's something so satisfying about bubble wrap. So that's a nice little extra piece that I appreciate. You always got the extra cards. This is the beautiful thing about ordering from Deviant Moon themselves and not ordering a deck from, say, Amazon or something. Even the Deviant Moon Tarot, which you can get pretty much anywhere, getting it from Patrick Valencia and the Deviant Moon Incorporated website, definitely the best way to do it in my opinion, because you get little extras you wouldn't get somewhere else. We're going to set the little white box over there. We're going to look here. This is the Zammer Twins Oracle, and we had the picture of the Zammer Twins right there, and a little background, like his art and everything that you can see, and it's got the little messages there, and beautifully done again. I never ever get tired of talking about Patrick Valencia and Deviant Moon. Their creations are absolutely incredible. So this is a remaster of these two dudes who I believe were Siamese twins. They work for the royalty, the royal government and stuff like that, but it's their creation from hundreds of years ago, 1700s I believe, and we're going to get into the deck and we're going to see what it's all about. So I'm going to set that up there because you know they're overseeing the whole thing, and we're going to take the bubble wrap off. It's nicely taped there. Comes off, so you know it's nice and safe and brand new, still in the plastic, and you got the little glare there so you can see it's really in the plastic. And again, I'm going to pause it. Well, I don't have to. Yeah, we can get it open, you know, just bear with me as I get the plastic off and we get into this deck. So exciting. I mean, they've mentioned, Deviant Moon has mentioned, and this is the one I'm most excited about, is now that the Zammer Twins is done, I need a little snippage of the scissors. Now we can take off the plastic. This is like Christmas to me. Like, I've seriously, a new deck, the smell, everything. I'm so excited about this. And there, we have the Zammer Twins Oracle box. 1767 is the number on it by Deviant Moon Incorporated. And we have the 555 down here. Change and transformation, triple digits, awesome. I'm like-minded, I feel, because 333, 444, 555, they're all like really awesome numbers. And you have over here on the side of it, let's see if we can read that. You've got right there, it says, once thought lost to history, the Fenwood Restoration could but faithfully resurrect the legendary deck from the only known copy in existence. And that's right about what it says right there. You can pause the video. I can't get it right there. You can pause that and read it yourself if you want to. It's my videos and like my lighting, not the perfect thing to be able to read small print like that. So you can read that if you want to. If you're holding this deck in your hands too, because it's still available, it should be. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can purchase it yourself if that's something you want to do. Deviant Moon decks don't last forever, so they definitely have that FOMO energy, you know, fear of missing out. So if you want this deck and you think that drummer there, you know, make the drum roll. Awesome deck coming out. Moving the bubble wrap out of the way. But if you want to add it, then do so. It's going to be an awesome deck. Of course, I might not know for sure. It might be hideous, but we've seen pictures of it online on their socials, and it's definitely a beautiful deck. And that's what we're going to do. Let's get it out. Take more plastic off because it's still in the plastic, and we'll share this beautiful deck. Okay, carefully with the scissors again to make sure we don't hurt the cards. And there, the plastic is off, and we are into the Zammer Twin. It's Oracle from 1767. I'm going to set the cards right here, and we're going to go through each of them. Again, you're going to see them as I do. And, you know, excitement might come out if you see this deck and you want to add it to your collection in the illustrations. Again, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can do that. So you have the Zammer Twins Oracle there, and then the card descriptional meanings. You can download the full color PDF, and this gives you the website right there. Because he doesn't put guidebooks with his decks necessarily, but there's usually always a little thing on the internet of where you can find them. And then we have the illustration apparently of the Zammer Twins themselves, similar to this one we have up here. It shows like the royalty figures they were and just the fun and enjoyable people that they were. I didn't know them. Obviously, they were 1767. I was not alive yet. So, you know, we had that little image of them there. We always keep with the decks. And then we have the drummer. It's Deviant Moon's Patrick Valencia's art with the skull and everything, you know, connected. And then the acrobat. They want to slide around really easily. But they don't stick together, which is really cool because a lot of new decks do. Redemption is next, and we do have, you can see up here, we have the numbers. With Oracle decks, it's a little bit more difficult, at least personally, to be able to read with them because they don't have the structure of the tarot. But with the numbers, we can easily find like a connection to them because that 3 would relate to creativity, creation itself, and the Empress of the major arcana. So we have that redeem yourself, believe in yourself, and believe you have the ability to create. And we have the Hag is number 4. That would relate to the Emperor and the strong foundation. So even if other people don't like you or don't believe in you and think you're a hag, if you still believe in yourself and see yourself as that strong foundation, you can do anything. Omniscience, yes, there we go, omniscience. Remember, I'm really bad at pronouncing things, but omniscience is 5, which is kind of like the sun god. 5 is the Hierophant. Celestia is 6. We have the Buffoon as 7. And he's really fun. This does have a very, like, medieval kind of energy to it. Like a Renaissance, I'm probably with the wrong time period, but Renaissance, like just old art. Beautiful, beautiful art. We have the Harpy is next. It's 8. The Butcher. Not a fan of the Butcher, but that's okay. We still have, like, the beautiful illustration there, and this is something we're very all familiar with, and he's even got the little attention to detail down here. Even the border, I don't have it on screen. The border down here has a little bit of drops of blood on it, so that's really interesting. And then 10 is the Tree of Life. The Doctor, we have 11. Leviathan, we have that next. Again, beautiful, beautiful illustrations. And then Chaos is 13. Chaos relates to death, so that's very beautiful illustration of it. The Monkey with Wings, which gives me major Wizard of Oz vibes, because, you know, the flying monkeys of the Wicked Witch of the West. She took their hat, or something like that. I did read all the books, and it's like, took their hat, and that's how she commanded them, got them to do things for her. Then we have the Wound Man as the position of Temperance, with the 14. Adelina, with 15. Blemai, I believe that's correct. Again, I'm going through this and it's like, maybe I shouldn't even be saying these, and that's why I like to write things out so much, because you pronounce them the way you want. No one hears you say it if you're writing it. But anyway, Blemai, I assume, is 16. Doesn't have a head, but his face is his head, so that's very interesting. The Monkfish. Matrimony. Bedfellows is 19. So that corresponds to the sun, and it's just being comfortable in your own skin. Even if weird things are going on, just embrace that weirdness. I feel like that's the energy of that card. The Temple is 20. The Ottoman is 21. The Mandrake is 22. So now we're kind of out of the major arcana, if we were to think about him that way. The Ottoman would be the world, because that's 21, but then we lose that energy when we have the 22 of the Mandrake, because they don't go to 22, unless you want to count the Fool as 1, and then I guess the Fool could be 22 as well. But that's a different story for a different time. So we have the Mandrake is 22. Mercurius, that works, is 23. The Gluten is 24. The Cauldron Trying to keep them all in order and all nicely organized over here. Utopia. Punishment. Layla. And I think that might be my favorite illustration because it's so dark and creepy yet so beautiful at the same time. Which is, you know, the name of Cosmic Crow Tarot is because crows are seen as that darkness and that black and that just other people see them as like bad omens, and I see the beauty in that, and that's like what I always want to preach with my tarot readings and stuff is, you know, embrace that dark side of yourself, love everything about yourself, and bring light to the darkness. We have the Drunkard as 29. See that illustration. The Ladder is 30. We have that creative energy again, creating beauty by rising up past our doubt, climbing the ladder to success. Sophia is 31. Pedigree, it's Tree of Life, you know, the family tree right there, would be 32. Homunculus would be 33. Separation, a little bit stickage right there. The Seraph is 35. 36 is Melancholy, another beautiful illustration. Oh, who are we kidding? All of these illustrations are beautiful, and they were created so long ago. If this is a real deal and not just like a story made up, I don't know for sure, because the only information I've been able to find on the internet about it is from Deviant Moon. But if this is a real thing, like, that's just incredible. Like the artwork and everything from hundreds of years ago, some of my favorite. I've got the Hieronymus Bosch tarot too because of that illustration, that painting from history, and it's just the artwork. Art is what makes life so enjoyable and so beautiful, and we just have those illustrations here. Like something, his suit is made out of the muscles of his skin. It's so fascinating and beautiful. This is the Count from 37. Reminds me of Dracula from Bram Stoker's Dracula a little bit. It has that like dark aesthetic and that red and that brooding and that blood. And we have the Harlot as 38. The Grotto as 39. 40 is the Sentry. 41 is the Ruby Queen. Now, a lot of these illustrations, if you follow Deviant Moon Incorporated on Instagram, I can leave that in the description down below as well to make that easier to find. I mean, you just type in Deviant Moon into Instagram and you should be able to find it. But a lot of these illustrations, you know, they've shared on their own account, so they've given us an idea of what these illustrations will look like. And I didn't immediately back this or pre-order this deck when they first came out with it. But as they were showing the pictures and everything, I was like, okay, I have to jump on this. And that's one thing about Deviant Moon and Patrick Valencia. They know how to advertise themselves. They know how to make you want things. Like my collection, Deviant Moon things, I have a little bit of everything, every oracle that they made, every tarot deck that they've made, different colors of the same decks and everything, because there's no illustrations, no artwork more fascinating to me than Patrick Valencia's. We have the Fawn as 42. Piety as 43, or Piety, or however you want to pronounce it. Again, I'm not picky about pronunciations, obviously, because I'm not good at it. The Mermaid is 44. Beautiful, beautiful illustration again. Mermaids are extremely popular lately. Everywhere I look, it's like, buy a mermaid tail, be a mermaid. The Old Devil is 45. Purgation is 46. Domination, there's 47. Facing our inner demons. If you have the original Deviant Moon Tarot, this relates very much, I feel, to the Two of Swords, where you have those two dark, opposite energies, you know, the light and the dark, fighting against each other, and that kind of reminds me of this illustration here. We have the Rebus as 48. Deliverance as 49. This gives me Mandalorian vibes, because you have the soldier right there, the Mandalorian, and he finds little baby Yoda, or Grogu, that's his name. But he, not exactly, obviously, this is a knight finding a really special, enlightened baby. But, you know, that has that saving from a certain doom kind of energy, delivering it to happiness. Oberos, we have that next. That is one of my favorite illustrations and favorite stories. It's how the universe, like, all being one, and what's happened has already occurred. It's all just one big, repeating little energy, and that's Oberos right there. The twins would be next. And I guess that is them, the Zammer twins that we spoke about here and here. Have that one. It is Z, you can see the Z up there. So we now, have we been at it? Yeah, we hit 50, and now we have Z. So that's, you know, technically 26 of the alphabet. And then we have different numbers over here that's connecting to different things. Roman numerals instead, we've changed to that. So we have Celestia as 6, which I do believe was, let's see, we can go back a little bit. Yes, a little bit of a different illustration there, but still the same energy of the 6 that we had earlier. Just a different illustration. Instead of the closed here, she doesn't have any closed here, but it's very similar. Then we have the cauldron again, but a different take on the cauldron, a different illustration. I'm not going to go back to the deck and show you that one too. But it's very similar to the one that we had, but it's different, so it's more interesting. We'd like to have multiple ones, I feel. And that's why I like the different colors of the Deviant Moon Tarots, especially like the Marseille Tarots, the Triomphe Della Lunas that Patrick Valencia creates. It's something as simple as having like different colors of the deck. It can give new meanings to them. So different illustrations, like just slight differences, is fun to have. So the homunculus, there we go. It's probably not right again, but it doesn't matter. So we have that right there, and it's 33, I believe, with that Roman numerals up there. And then we have L, which is another Roman numeral, but I do not know what it is off the top of my head, of the old devil, and it's definitely like hermit vibes of being a little bit older, but still embracing that inner darkness. And then we have L and a 2. I want to say, is it 50? So 52. Don't quote me on that. I could go look this up, but I don't feel like it. So Arboros again, he's biting his tail. We do have that energy in that card too. It's down here in this deck. But that is a look at all of the illustrations in the brand spanking new Zammer Twins Oracle by Deviant Moon Incorporated and Patrick Valencia. The backs, well, that's the picture of them, so you have the little interesting thing there. Their names, Carl and Otto Zammer, 1767. Set that aside. The different illustrations on the back, you have them there. Got the eye, which no matter which way you turn it, is still kind of the same eye. So you have the different things there, all the different cards. Now I did notice, and that's why I'm going through there, they're not all exactly the same. These cards are different, obviously. They have different backs. So they might be the extra cards that Patrick Valencia loves to share with all of us, but they'll definitely stay with the deck. But they're the extra little cards there that we talked about. That is a look, though, at the Deviant Moon Incorporated's, I can't talk, Zammer Twins Oracle. You have the box right there. It's a little flip-top box like that. The information on the sides, if I don't drop it. The Zammer Twins Oracle 1767. Again, if it is available online, I will be sure to leave that link in the description below. Thank you so much for sitting here and going through it with me. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. I hope to be adding it to my socials soon, like adding some more Oracle decks and stuff to my readings. Definitely excited to add this deck to my collection. It's absolutely beautiful. The people that created it way back in the day definitely had some amazing talent and were weird and ahead of their times. So that is a look at the Zammer Twins Oracle by Patrick Valencia and the Deviant Moon Incorporated universe. Hopefully we will have the Deviant Moon Oracle based on the Deviant Moon Tarot and the characters from Deviant Moon Tarot sometime this year or at the beginning of next year. He said he's going to be working on it soon since he's finished this. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Patrick Valencia, for being such a creatively talented and amazing artist. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you again in the next one.